I was blessed to have 3 of my grandparents living nearby from age 7 well into my 30s. I am grateful for so many memories and years of relationship. As each of them neared the end of life, I was by their side for a last visit or stayed with them until they drew their last breath. The family also gathered together in those last days. We kept vigil by their side. We shared meals and stories. We cried and laughed. We expressed our love. We sang and prayed, and finally let them go home with grief and gratitude. We worked together to write an obituary summing up the life lived by our loved one. This Holy Week, the scriptures recount Jesus' last days before his death, his joyous arrival in Jerusalem, his final instructions for the disciples at the Last Supper, his friends' misunderstanding of his mission, their betrayal and denial, his humiliation and scourging, his suffering and death. The disciples gather around Jesus in his last days. He teaches through story. They pray and sing. They share a meal. He washes feet. He walks steadily to his death. We have each been baptized into God's family. This week, Jesus invites us to keep vigil with him through his last days. In prayer, song, and meal sharing during the Paschal Triduum, that is Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and Holy Saturday, Jesus asks us to stay with him, remain with him, to watch and pray as he dies on the cross, pouring out his love for us. While we wait to find the tomb empty at Easter, please join us for this sacred journey through Holy Week. In closing, I offer the text from today's New Testament reading from Paul's letter to the Philippians. To me, it reads like Jesus' obituary, telling us the core of Christ's identity and mission. This presentation of the text in the form of a litany is from the Office for the Dead, found in the Order of Christian Funerals. As the Father raises the dead and gives them life, so the Son gives life to whom he wills. Who, though he was in the form of God, did not regard equality with God something to be grasped. Rather, he emptied himself, taking the form of a slave, coming in human likeness. As the Father raises the dead and gives them life, so the Son gives life to whom he wills. He humbled himself, becoming obedient to death, even death on a cross. Because of this, God greatly exalted him and bestowed on him the name which is above every name. the Son gives life to whom he wills. That at the name of Jesus, every knee should bend of those in heaven and on earth and under the earth, and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. As the Father raises the dead and gives them life, so the Son gives life to whom he wills. Glory to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning,